but more pleased to, have the 3 points and a clean sheet going into that international break. And as I said to the players, after Hull, it's important as a team you're able to respond and get a positive result when you've suffered a setback. So in terms of result and 3 points leading to international, we have to be pleased with that.
What did you make of the goal?
Very good goal. Well worked. I think in terms of the game itself, I think the problem in the first half for us was structurally we were fine. It was good, but I felt that we weren't playing with that tempo and urgency that we needed. And of course, the game dictated that a little bit, where there was a lot of free kicks, there was a lot of goal kicks and throw-ins. But as I said to the players after time, in those moments we need to quicken the game up. We're at home, so we need to show more urgency in those moments to get the game restarted and going quicker. That then allows you to have a better tempo in the game. I thought the first 25 minutes of the second half, that's exactly what we did. We managed to score a good goal in that moment. We had the opportunity of the second, which I'm told is very marginal and unlucky not to have that. But and then we saw the game out well. So much improved in the second half. The lesson from that is, as I said to the players, is to make sure that, especially at home, you have to up that tempo and urgency. When it's a difficult game in terms of who you're competing against, and when there's stoppages in play, we need to be the ones that show that tempo and urgency to do it. I thought we did that much better in the second half, but overall, the 3 points is most important.
What was the thinking behind changing the shape?
Yeah. Well, I just felt, look, you have to look at every team, and Wigan, regardless of league position, they're a good team. And the one thing is they fight and they're competitive. I just felt in front there with Windass in those type of positions, having Joey, and I thought Joey did excellent today. Really protected that back line and did a really good job. And we needed to compete in the middle of the park today. I wanted to also, it's the third game in a week. For a lot of the players, I wanted to put that energy in the middle of the pitch and to give us that little bit of a foothold in the game, and I think we did that overall. It's definitely better in the second half, and we were much more assertive in the second half. From the back four, I felt first half, as I said to them, we were letting balls bounce, we weren't clearing our, doing the defensive side of it too well as a back four. We were not assertive enough, and I think second half you could see the difference. They were assertive, we won our headers, we were on the front foot as a back four, and that allowed us then to have a better tempo in terms of with the ball and in the game in that second half. So overall we did, the players did well. Of course there's improvements, but as I said to you, right now we're trying to make sure I put the team in a position where we can take points and structurally be in a good position to take points, and we've done that in every game. Hull, we were in a position to take points, we're unlucky not to take a point. Whilst that's happening is then having time to build and improve the things that we know we need to build anyway. Very, very good. I just felt that today, being the third game in a week, we've been 2 on the road. It's been a lot of travelling and time and a lot of energy put into this week, and I just felt those fresh legs and that energy, plus being able to compete in that middle of the park against them. I thought we did well with that. I thought it was the right way, and I think that proved that in the game, and the lads did well with that, especially in the second half.
Can I ask you about Luongo? He's had to be very patient, obviously, to get the first league start. Has he a good attitude? Has he applied?
Brilliant attitude. I think, look, in terms of that, I can't speak about before why he's not been involved or whatever. There's obviously decisions every manager has to make. I think in terms of myself, when I first come in here, the Huddersfield game, you have to make a decision quite quick on what the team's going to be. And I think, in terms of Hutch and Baz were the first two that were in there, and then you have to look at it as in like they've done well enough to keep their places. No one's done bad enough to lose a place. Of course, there has to be improvements, but the players understand that. There's no problems whatsoever. Everyone's got a great attitude. Everyone knows everyone's going to be needed, and at times that's part of your job, is to be patient and be ready when called upon. I thought Massimo and Joey today were excellent. They brought some good energy in the middle, and Massimo got a fantastic goal, and that will always do him the world of good.